Planner agent failed the test, so today we're upgrading. Welcome back to the channel. As promised, I'm showing you exactly how to build your own custom Copilot agent from the ground up. If you've been struggling with the out-of-the-box tools, this video is for you. Will this custom build finally be the perfect assistant? Stick around to see the results. Finally, I can build my own AI with zero coding. It's a huge milestone. Here's how easy it is. First, launch the agent builder by selecting New Agent on your sidebar. Now, just tell it what you need. I typed in my high-level requirements: a project management agent that handles docs and supports stakeholders around the clock. Within about 60 seconds, the first draft appeared. It's impressive. The instructions are comprehensive and hit every point I made. Plus, there's a knowledge session where I can upload specific files for the agent to reference. It looks perfect, but now I want to see how far we can push the configuration. Let's go deeper. Now that the draft is ready, it's time to define the scope. How much can this agent actually handle? Naturally, the first thing I did was ask it to access my Microsoft Planner project plan. I mean, it makes sense, right? Planner is the heartbeat of project management in the M365 ecosystem. But can you guess what happened? I got a reality check. It told me that the new Planner interface is currently not supported as a direct knowledge source in the simple agent builder. It's a bit of a letdown, I know. But don't click away yet. This is actually the perfect moment to show you the workaround. If we can't link the plan directly, we have to get creative with the knowledge section and SharePoint to bridge the gap. Let's see how we can fix this. Next, I had to decide on the knowledge sources. Technically, I could link my emails and Teams channels. The agent builder makes that look easy. But I stopped myself for two big reasons: security and accuracy. First, this agent is for my stakeholders. I definitely don't want it digging through my private emails or permissions-locked threads. Second, let's be real. Teams chats are great for quick updates, but they aren't the official source of truth for project status. To keep this professional and secure, I'm sticking to structured data. So, let me show you the right way to do it. Linking a SharePoint site as the primary knowledge base. All right, time to feed the agent some data. I've narrowed it down to these 3 SharePoint sites. They contain all my essentials: project plans, rollout schedules, and my issue logs. One cool thing to note: any files the Planner agent created are already saved here, so we're not losing any of that work. I'm just going to copy these site links, head back to the builder, and hit Add. Boom. In seconds, the agent has its first real-world knowledge base. It feels a lot more complete now, doesn't it? Let's put it to the test and see if it can actually answer some tough questions. All right, time for the first real test. I asked the agent a classic PM question: give me all overdue tasks and everything scheduled for the next month across all projects. It replied in seconds, but something immediately caught my eye: the sources. Looking at the citations, I noticed it was pulling data from my loop status reports instead of the actual project plan files. I decided to call it out. I asked the agent why it chose the report over the plan, and it actually pivoted. It acknowledged that while the status report was a recent source, the project plan is indeed the source of truth for scheduling. This is a great reminder. You have to talk to your agent to refine its logic. After seeing it prioritize the wrong file, I gave the agent a direct instruction: always prioritize the project plan files for any status updates. In just a few seconds, the instruction set was updated. No coding, no complex menus, just a quick conversation to set the ground rules. Now, let's see if it actually listens. It's time for test round 2 to see if our custom agent has finally learned the hierarchy of our data. Round 2. I used the exact same prompt to see if the agent learned its lesson. And at first, it looked great. It explicitly cited the project plan. Good boy. But then I noticed a problem. It only pulled data for one project. My instruction was to scan all of them. When I pushed it with a follow-up question, the agent basically admitted it was lost. It couldn't access the other files directly, or wasn't sure which ones were relevant. It turns out our custom agent might not be as clever as I first thought. We've hit a bit of a knowledge wall here. To get the precision I was looking for, I realized I had to be the brain behind the bot. I went back into the instructions and mapped it out. I provided the exact file names and paths for every project. I also added a critical rule. Whenever I ask for an all project status, it must include my 3 priority pillars: chatbot, Apple devices, and Copilot implementation. Within seconds, the agent builder updated the configuration. Now that the rules are set, it's time for the third trial. Let's see if the agent finally understands the assignment. Third time's the charm. I ran the exact same prompt, and look at this. In just a few seconds, the agent scanned the updated plans for all 3 projects: chatbot, Apple devices, and Copilot, and delivered every single detail perfectly. Finally, it's producing exactly what I expected. It's accurate, it's fast, and it's actually useful. Now that we've cracked the code on project status, I'm curious, what else can this agent actually do? Let's push it even further. For the final test of the day, I wanted to see if this agent could actually handle the heavy lifting of documentation. I gave it a simple command: export this full status report to Excel. In less than a minute, the agent processed the data and generated a clean Excel file. No manual data entry, no copy-pasting, just a ready-to-use report. That is a massive win for anyone who spends hours in spreadsheets. It looks like our custom agent isn't just a talker, it's a doer. And that wraps up our first round of testing. Am I 100% satisfied yet? Not quite. There's always room to fine-tune the logic, but we have a solid working prototype. Now, it's time to push this into production. I just hit the Create button, and within a few minutes, the agent is live. The best part? You can share this instantly with your entire organization. Once deployed, you'll find your custom creation sitting right in the Agents section, ready for work. Pretty cool, right? So, there you have it. We went from a confused bot to a custom-built agent that actually understands my project hierarchy and can even handle my Excel reporting. It's a massive step up from where we started. Am I done? Not even close. This was just round 1. I'm moving this agent into production to see how it handles real-world pressure, and I'll be back with round 2 of testing very soon to show you the fine-tuning process. In my next video, I'm also going to break down the big 3 for you. I'll do a full comparison of Copilot in Planner, the standard Planner agent, and this custom agent builder. I'll help you decide exactly which one to use and when, so you can stop fighting with the tools and start managing your projects. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the round 2 results. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.